Is Marcus Rashford on his way out of Old Trafford? And could United pull off a stunning transfer deal? Who is arriving next? The January transfer window might bring a shocking twist for the Red Devils. Let's break down the latest drama, Amorim's bold decisions, and what this blockbuster move could mean for Manchester United's future. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. It is now 3 consecutive games that Marcus Rashford has been dropped from the matchday squad, despite an intense schedule that has seen a lot of rotation. Ruben Amorim's latest on Marcus Rashford wasn't painting a very rosy picture either, with the United manager remaining non-committal on his status at the club. It's got plenty thinking that Ruben Amorim has arrived, adjudged Rashford to not be of the required standard or application, and cast him aside. That claim has only been strengthened further due to Alejandro Garnacho coming back into the first team fold, despite being dropped alongside Rashford. However, the latest reports indicate Rashford's source of unhappiness at the club is entirely unrelated to the manager in a new twist to the situation. Rashford turned the United calmness upside down when he came out with an interview soon after the Manchester derby, talking about wanting a new challenge. Amorim believes it was a mistake for Rashford to give an interview after being dropped from the squad. Ruben Amorim has questioned the people around Marcus Rashford, believing they had a role to play in an interview suggesting he could leave the club.
Of course, it's a hard situation, but I understand that this kind of players, they have a lot of people around them, and making some choices that sometimes is not the first idea from the players. So I understand I can separate things. I'm always here for helping Marcus as another player, and they have to do what they have to do. I say they chose to do that interview because it's not just Marcus, and understand that. So for me, it's as a coach, I'm just focused on the performance, the way he train, and then the rest I think is better for me and the club deal with that when the time comes. So at the moment, I'm just focused on improving Marcus. We need a lot in this moment, the talented guy like Marcus, and I forget for now the interview. I just see what I see in the pitch.
It was as clear a proclamation of departure as it gets without a player saying it directly, and even though Ruben Amorim handled that masterfully, the cloud was never going away. That is exactly what happened, with Fabrizio Romano's update on Rashford adding another new wrinkle to the whole situation. Now it seems like Romano was extremely on point with his assessment, and Rashford's unhappiness had nothing to do with being dropped for the derby. The Manchester Evening News reports that Rashford is unhappy with United because the club alerted other clubs of his availability and sounded out potential buyers without informing him. It recently emerged that a decision on Rashford has been left to Amorim solely, but it looks like the situation was brimming with controversy long before his arrival. The report states that while no conversations have taken place with any interested parties as yet, it wouldn't be a smart bet to say Rashford will remain a United player. United have made him available for a move since the summer, although they did it then with an open mind and were fine with letting him continue and rediscover his form. After that has not happened, Rashford's interview looks like the final nail in the coffin for a player who just doesn't look like he's enjoying his football at Old Trafford anymore. A section of fans recently turned against Rashford during the game against Tottenham, making their feelings clear on the whole situation. At this point, the best outcome looks like a clean break for both parties, instead of dragging on this proxy war through media sources that is not benefiting anyone. It's now common knowledge Manchester United want rid, and Rashford's interview with Henry Winter also confirmed the player wants to part ways too. What's more, Rashford has displayed poor form over the last 18 months and isn't being given a chance to rouse interest and raise his value by performing well in the run-up to the winter window. It's the type of mind-boggling scenario that United seem to find themselves in more often than most other clubs, and you may expect Ineos to intervene. But according to 2 separate reports from the Daily Mail and the Times, Manchester United's hierarchy are content to let the feud run its course and give Amorim the final say. The Mail did acknowledge it makes little sense to have a player who earns £15,000 a week sat on the sidelines, particularly if United want to get the best price for Rashford in the January transfer window. Nonetheless, co-owner Ratcliffe, Ineos head of Sport Brailsford, CEO Omar Barada, and technical director Jason Wilcox will not interfere one way or the other. It's clarified they will neither pressure Amorim to recall Rashford, nor pressure the manager to continue leaving him out. As such, any decisions made on Rashford so far and from here on out have and will continue to be Amorim's, even though the current course of action is slashing his transfer value. So, where will Marcus Rashford go? With Rashford openly admitting he's ready for a new challenge, a sale at some stage in 2025 now seems certain. His gigantic 300k plus weekly wages will unquestionably prove too much to stomach for the vast majority of clubs, though that's not to say there isn't already a wealth of interest. Indeed, our transfer insider was informed earlier that 4 as yet unnamed Premier League sides are monitoring Rashford. However, it's also our understanding that a move out of the Premier League and into mainland Europe is the likeliest outcome. PSG's interest, despite reports to the contrary, is genuine. Bundesliga powerhouses Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund are also hovering. A fresh start in Saudi Arabia has also been touted, though sources tell us Rashford does not look favorably on a move to the Middle East at this stage in his career. A permanent transfer for big money would be difficult also, but there is a possibility that United could negotiate a straight exchange deal. Paris Saint-Germain's Randal Kolo Muani has been out of favor under manager Luis Enrique this term. He is almost guaranteed to leave this winter, as per Fabrizio Romano. In our view, United should negotiate a swap deal with Rashford. Kolo Muani would suit Ruben Amorim's formation at United. The 26-year-old was one of the most sought-after strikers in Europe during his time at Eintracht Frankfurt. He registered 23 goals and 17 assists in his final campaign before moving to Paris last year. Muani has since managed 11 goals and 7 assists from 54 games for PSG. He has averaged just 44 minutes per appearance. It is quite clear that Enrique does not fancy him. Muani has had better success with France with 4 goal contributions in his last 5 caps. The former Nantes striker would be a good fit under manager Ruben Amorim in his 3-4-2-1 setup. Muani has played majorly as a striker in his career, but he is a modern forward who likes to high-press opponents and has a tireless work rate. The Frenchman likes to drop into deeper attacking positions to link up play. He would be a perfect acquisition for United at the turn of the year. Paris Saint-Germain have held an interest in Rashford in the past, and United should propose a swap deal with Muani heading to Old Trafford this winter. If PSG resists such an offer, United should consider a loan deal for the explosive striker, with an option to purchase at the end of the campaign. Muani was signed by Paris Saint-Germain for £76 million from Eintracht in the summer of 2023, but the club may have to cut their losses on him for a sale. So, Marcus Rashford's future at Manchester United now hangs in the balance, and the twists in this saga seem far from over. Ruben Amorim has taken a bold stance, and a potential swap deal with Randal Kolo Muani could be the shake-up United needs to get back on track. What do you think about Rashford's situation? Should United cash in, swap him for a talent like Muani, or give him one last chance to prove his worth under Amorim? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button and share this video with your fellow football fans. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth updates and discussions on Manchester United. Turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. We've got more exciting content coming your way, from transfer rumors to tactical insights. Stick with us as we uncover every twist and turn in this incredible season for the Red Devils. See you in the next video.